Hey everyone, welcome to Minivan Camper Gal. I'm Kelly, and today I'm going to show you how I use a diesel heater to get my van toasty warm in cold weather with no holes drilled in the van. Alright, so first off, what is a diesel heater? Well, they've been around for 60 years or so, mostly manufactured in Europe. It's a small engine that produces great, clean, dry heat. They've traditionally been very expensive, but recently China's been making them, and you can buy one on Amazon for pretty cheap. The catch? Well, you don't really know if it's going to work. So I'm going to tell you the problems I had and show you how I got around them, and most importantly, show you how to hook it up without any holes being drilled out of the floor of your van, or SUV, or even a Prius. Quick side note, if you like this video, please subscribe and like. I'm just getting started on YouTube and this will really help motivate me. Okay, some of the heaters you can buy have to be assembled, but I opted for the all-in-one version. A huge advantage of this version is that it automatically adjusts for elevation. Some won't work above 3,000 or 4,000 feet. They produce heat by burning diesel fuel, but they also need 12-volt power to run the interface and the blower. This is where I had the most problems. The manual says it uses about 40 volts and 3 amps, but not at startup. Also, the cord they supply is pretty thin and long, so that cuts down on the voltage. And the attached connector had loose wires, so I had to replace that. But once I got my power source sorted out and spliced on some bigger, shorter cables, it worked great. I'm going to try wiring it directly to my extra battery here. It's working without any error codes. And that's a huge win. That means I'm going to be able to take it on my trip. I don't have everything worked out yet, but that's really good. All right, so how do I get the hot air into my van? I don't know yet. So the big question is, how do you use one of these in a van or other vehicle without modifying your vehicle by cutting holes for the exhaust and intake? My solution is to run it outside and pump the hot air in. Now, this is not stealthy, it's really more of a camping solution. Also, I am losing some heat through the ducting, but let me tell you, the van gets super toasty in a short amount of time. If you're struggling with the cold, this could totally be your solution. So I went to Lowe's and spent maybe $20 on heating ducting. I ended up sizing up from 3 inches to 4 inches because I was getting some overheating codes using 3-inch ducting. Alright, so this one does not work. Don't buy this one. I roll up the square adapter in the window and seal up the rest of the window with some insulative panel material. I do leave some space for venting at the sides. This lets air flow out, so I'm not just pumping air in. This is also where I run my power cables from. So what about in rain and snow? Well, I have a super cheap, beautiful rain cover that I repurposed that works fantastically. If it's storming, I usually plop a big rock on top. Alright, so why go through all this when I could just install it inside like it's traditionally done? Well, for starters, you have to drill holes in the van for both the air intake and exhaust. You also have to seal those holes well to make sure your car exhaust isn't coming in as you drive. And the exhaust pipe gets pretty hot, so you need to make sure it's not touching anything that could melt or catch on fire. And drilling holes in your vehicle will probably devalue it, unless you're selling it as a modified van. This heater in particular only comes in 5 kilowatts, which is kind of overkill for the van. If I ran it inside, it would be way too hot. As it is, the heat loss works perfectly to cool it down a little. Another reason is just the peace of mind. I know for sure no exhaust is coming into the vehicle, I can sleep with it on, I just feel safer having it outside. And another big reason for me is I usually camp in the summer, and I just did not want to give up the space in my van permanently to this heater that I'm only going to be using sporadically in the wintertime. The space it takes is totally worth it in the winter, and in the summer, I can leave it at home. Hey guys, so I am camping with the heater, got some food cooking on the stove, And the heater is cranking away. It's a lovely 76 degrees. Got my coat on because my headlamp, it's raining. We're gonna see how the rain cover is doing, if it's actually keeping it dry. Let's see, let's find out. Yeah, everything's holding up just fine. Great. All right, so the heater seems to be working fantastically. Heating up the van very nicely. So far, total success, working in the rain. It's been awesome. All right, guys, field test number 2. So this time I'm up in the mountains, just like you saw me earlier, and the heater's been running for, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours, and the van is staying pretty good. It's like 75 up at the roof and maybe like 55 at the floor. So it's not very even, but I have a little fan going here, pulling the air out. So here you see the hot air coming in, and this is a fan resting on my stove, directing the hot air down. So 66.9 in the van, but let's see what it is outside. Can you see? Oh, it's snowing. It is 26.8 degrees. It's actually warming up. It was 21 earlier. So since it's snowing, let's check to see how the heater cover is doing in the snow. Oh, it's really snowing. Well, pretty good. I know I'm losing a lot of heat as this melts on the pipe, but I'm pretty happy with it. So there you have it, my solution for warming up your van in the winter. I hope this gives some of you some ideas to stay warm. And let me know in the comments if you've tried anything like this or if you have any ideas on how I can make it better. Okay, see you on the next one.